As the number of COVID infections across the state keeps setting new records, Governor Tim Walz announced additional restrictions this week to try to curb the spread. Bars and restaurants across Minnesota are now under a 10 p.m. curfew. In addition to the earlier closing time, no bar games that require standing are allowed, and counter service is closed except in counter-only establishments. Walz also announced a 10-person limit for indoor and outdoor gatherings with members of 3 households or less. Also, starting November 27th, wedding receptions and similar celebrations will be limited to 50 people. The limit decreases to 25 people on December 11th.
Over the last about 10 days, we have seen that exponential growth in Minnesota. We've seen it hit record cases of identifying, and that's not just because we're testing more. We kept and did because of the sacrifices of each and every one of you. Because Minnesotans have looked out for their neighbors, we were able to keep our infection rates at a much lower rate than a large portion of the country.
Walz also announced another $10 million is being added to a grant program to help small businesses struggling during the pandemic. Here's a look at the latest COVID statistics here in Anoka County. There have now been more than 14,000 confirmed cases since March, with nearly 1/3 of those cases reported in just the last 2 weeks. So far, 185 people have died. The median age of death is 83 years old. The Minnesota Department of Health is expanding access to free, no-barrier COVID-19 testing. The Anoka Armory is one of 11 new testing sites opening next week across the state. The sites will replace pop-up style community testing events and will be open 3 to 5 days a week through at least the end of the year. They will be staffed by local health officials and Minnesota National Guard members.